You startled me. Where have you been? I have one simple question for you. I will show you two pictures, and you have to tell me which one is scarier. Picture number 1 and picture number 2. Which one frightens you the most? Why? Write it in the comment section below. If you find the second one scarier than the first one, it is because of the Uncanny Valley. It's a psychological phenomenon that is used to design characters for games and films. In this video, I'm going to explain to you what it is in a few minutes. It is widely known that we tend to experience negative reactions towards artificial figures trying to mimic real human beings. There are subtleties in human beings which make it difficult for artists to exactly imitate them. The closer these mimics get to hyperrealism, the creepier these figures will appear to us. The causes for this are still unknown. There are some hypotheses though. Artificial figures trying to replicate us remind us of a corpse or a sick individual. This effect is known as the Uncanny Valley. The term was used for the first time in robotics in 1970 by Masahiro Mori. When a human-like character portrays a feature which is difficult to read in its context, there is a mismatch in our mind which is hard to overcome. Shapes and colors influence this. There are some films where the computer imagery notoriously fell into the Uncanny Valley, like Final Fantasy The Spirits Within and The Polar Express. In recent years, the technology has made a noteworthy leap in making human-like replicas more acceptable, and thus the unintentional use of the Uncanny Valley has been reduced. Filmmakers and game developers are now aware of the phenomenon, which can and has been beneficially used to design monstrosity and scare viewers. Our response to the Uncanny Valley is complex, and does change from culture to culture. It's quite subjective. However, studies have found common triggers for it. The uncanniness is usually related to the presence of an atypical feature of the character, such as the eyes, dimension and movement, or the lack of interaction between the character and the live-action actresses, for example, characters not maintaining eye contact. The loss of identity is another key factor of the Uncanny Valley. Masked people? Yep, they scare us. Why? Human beings feel panicky when they cannot read the expressions of others. Understanding and identifying threats is vital for our survival. Think of Coulrophobia, the fear of clowns. Distorted and exaggerated anatomic features do not allow us to correctly read facial expressions. Is everything clear? I hope so. Now you know what the Uncanny Valley is. You can recognize it in games and films, and you can use what you have learned here to design your horror masterpiece. Did I mention that I'm writing my first horror novel? Do you have questions about game art? If so, let me know with a comment or a message, and I'll try to address all of them in a video. Remember to like this video, subscribe, smash the bell for updates, and share it with your friends. Talk to you soon.